Hello, everyone. How are we doing this morning? I decided to try something a little different today. So, we are doing the LA Times crossword. Um, it looks like it's giving us a run for our money here. Let's see. Could it be? Let's see. Could it be that? I like that this one clearly. Okay, got that one. This one makes it very clear when you've got it wrong with the strikes. Let's see what we've got. Could this be hide and seek? Let's check that one. Yeah, there we go. Hide and seek. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Excuse me, 34 across. Tally. That would be your count or your. I don't know what that is. Tally ho was a good thought. If that had been a blank after tally, that would have been a good thought. But tally is your count or your tab or your. Let's see what the downs are. 34 down. Mobile download. That would be an app. Okay, and then what's 35 down? That would be polka dot. So to tally would be to add. Okay, there we go. Let's see. A5 and Q5 automaker, that's Audi. I briefly dated a guy who drove an Audi. That's the only thing I ever think whenever I see Audi. That was so many years ago. Okay, 15 across. Musical interview. Interlude. Interval. Musical interval. It starts with an O. Can't think of it. Let's see. What's 5 down? 5 down. State definitively. I would have said assert, but it's only 4 letters. Let's see what. And I don't know what 2 down is. It's the author of Things Fall Apart. No idea. Let's see. What's 29 across? More spent. More spent. Is it wearier? You're spent like you're tired. Wearier. Let's check that. See, being able to check, I use it too much. If I can check a single word, I just use it too much. But I think because Planet Crossword spoiled me a little, that it won't let you if it's not right, it just won't take it. So I'm used to checking my answers now. Let's see. 7 across poetic messenger. I guess that's an iamb, like iambic pentameter. So what would be down? To repeat would be I said. 8 down. I'll take complete credit, thanks. That would be all me. 20, 10 down. Cleveland team. Oh, the Cleveland Browns. I don't know why I couldn't figure that out before. 11 down. Drawer handles. Drawer pulls. Let's see. 12. Long key. Long key. Oh, spacebar is a long key. So far, this one's kind of easy. I expected the LA Times to be a little more difficult, kind of like the New York Times is reputed to be a difficult puzzle. I expected LA Times to be kind of on that level. I was gonna do the um, the USA Today, but it didn't have a way to share. Let's see. I don't know where Ronald is. Yeah, Robin, the strikes are if you just go up on assist, it'll let you check word or check the whole puzzle. Or you can check a single letter if you're on that letter. You had a friend that had an Audi belly button, different Audi, Robin. You're so silly. Let's see, 13 down. That's the word on the street. I would have said gossip, but that doesn't fit there. Okay. Hushed hay, that would be psst. I thought that at first. Let's see. 14 down, demolition letters, TNT. That's a common in crossword puzzles, gets used a lot. It's the word on the street. Oh, that's the word on the street. So I hear. Yeah, this is one of those puzzles where they don't tell you if it's going to be like two words or three words. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. 24 down. I'll continue on the downs here. 24 down. Tokyo, long ago. Oh, that would be Edo. Only reason I know that is because or Edo. I always say that wrong. But I've been watching several Japanese dramas lately. And I like watching the historical dramas, the historical Asian dramas. And the one I just finished watching was in the Edo period or the Edo period or the Edo district or whatever. All I know is that Edo is Japan and Joseon is Korea. That's all I know. I don't know what the Chinese one is yet. But those seem to be the periods that the dramas are always set in. Joseon period is always Korean dramas. Let's see. Yes, darn USA Today. I thought it would be easier, although this one's not terribly hard. I just miss, let's see, colorful carp. That would be a koi. 28 down. The only thing is, the reason I wanted to do the cross for a down or cross with friends, the one that we did last week that Ronald said was difficult on mobile phone, um, is that there's bigger puzzles because we're all working it together, and that's what I like about the puzzles on Planet Crossword is that okay, a garment worn with a Choli 36 cross, that's sorry. The I'm gonna check the puzzle again since we're hitting the halfway point. We got all the top done, so I'm gonna hit check one more time. But yeah, we're all good so far. Yay us. Um, I wanted a bigger puzzle because usually it's me, you, and Ronald working it together, and sometimes Maya and Ari. And so I wanted a big puzzle that wouldn't get done super quick. Um, oh, we're both sitting on 37 across, but I know what it is, but I will leave it there just in case you know what it is too. Or maybe not. Okay, 37 down. Okay. 37 down is something love. I don't know what the last word is. The LGBTQ rights slogan. I know the first word is love. I don't remember what the last one is. Okay, 38 down. Sounds like fans. Sound like fans. Roar, maybe? 39 down, quarter moon tide. Quarter moon tide. I don't know what that is. Let's see. 26 down, LOL is he. Quarter moon tide. I don't know what that is. Covers with sheets. I don't know. And 36 down, vehicle safety devices, seat belts. Maya said that she is on her way, but she's a little extra groggy this morning. So, make of that what you will. 41 down, Art Deco. 42 down, Princess Leia. Princess Leia EG. Princess Leia, I don't know Star Wars, so I don't know what Princess Leia is supposed to be. Unless they're asking who the actress is. That would be Carrie, but Carrie's not going to fit there. Let's see. 46. Word before force or the force. Use the force. Would it be use? 48. Quite a few. Many. Let's see. 49. Blues guitarist blank James. Don't know that. My eyes keep clouding up. Oh. Okay. Remove as knitted stitches. See, that would have been frogged if you know what knitting is, but I'm sure that's not what they put in the puzzle because there's a P in the middle of it. So I'm going to say they probably mean ripped. Let's see, what's 48 across? Spoon River Anthology poet Edgar Lee. I don't know who that is. Okay. I'm going to try ripped and see if that's what they mean. Although that's not what knitters call it, but that's... Yeah, see, ripped is not right. The first letters are remove. Oh, they mean rip out. I bet. Let me check it again. Yes, it's rip out. Which, yeah, technically, but most knitters would say frogged. Let's see. 53 down, high anxiety. High anxiety. See, seeing that A and that G, the first thing I think of is agita, but the G's in the wrong place for agita. Okay, let's see. 54. Supply funding. Oh no, 55. Attitudes. Attitudes, is that moods maybe? Let's try moods. Just for the heck of it. Moods is not right. Okay. Let's see. 58 across. Anise Nin. I'm sure I'm saying the first name wrong, but it's Anise Nin. I know that. It's N-I. There we go. And then what is 61 across? Gotcha. And what can be said about the answers to the starred clues? Well, I haven't even been looking at the starred clues. Let's see. Let's see. What is 65 across? Japanese noodle. Could that be udon, maybe? Oh, stop. Put O in. I'm going to check that word.
No more
Okay, udon
puzzles.
is right. So,
I'm shutting this show down.
63 across.
Shutting it all down.
Let's see. Is it means, maybe?
I'm here to ruin the fun. The puzzle is gone. No one can see it.
You moved my puzzle? That's so weird. It is means. We were so close.
Too bad. I gave y'all like an hour. You should have been so much faster.
We were so close. I know Robin's going to finish it without me. Because we were very close. 57 across.
Not 57 across. Get your book. 3, 2, 1. What are you
But
doing? I'm tired.
I'm so close. I guess I'll
I'm
finish it.
tired and I came all the way in here to do this.
Well, we're all tired. I got up out of bed
Yeah,
and subjected y'all to my crazy hair.
but I'm me though. So we
And
need to be considerate.
why do I look like I'm blue?
You do have very cool tone lighting.
It does look very cool. I mean, I've got the same lighting I always have. I've got the window open. I've got the overhead up.
Maybe it's your computer.
Why do I look blue?
Because I
Am
know one of
I blue? Am I
So
blue?
you're ready for a music break? We're about to start the actual show.
Ain't these tears in my eyes telling you?
Full music breakdown, but still no show.
Was I gay?
Were you? Queen?
I knew you would say that.
Of course, it's the
Robin
obvious show.
says she has not been to sleep yet.
You haven't been to sleep yet, girl. What are you doing, Robin? Get some rest.
I don't know why I'm blue.
It's probably just your computer. I know I think it was my Chromebook. Anytime I use the camera, it would cast very, very blue. And it would kind of go a little warmer, like it's trying to auto adjust,
I
but it would
tapped the
always color.
screen and I'm a little less blue, but now I feel like I'm going back to blue. Why am I so blue? Okay, all right.
Da-da-dee-da-da-da.
I give up. I give up. Okay, you're in charge of watching the comments.
Yeah, as usual.
What do you mean as usual?
I
Sometimes I
always watch the
look.
comments.
Sometimes I look.
Ronald says you don't look very blue to him.
Oh, Ronald jumps in the comments just when I jump out of the comments. Okay.
Robin is singing Blue
It's a music break.
Moon.
Maybe Ronald can finish off those last few clues on the puzzle.
We need to get Friday back so we can go back to doing Wilson next.
Okay.
But my schedule does not allow for that.
Let me have a sip.
Oh, are we having a sip? So sorry, hang on. Let me also have a sip. Sun drop on the breakfast of champions. Are you ready?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday morning edition of the Conversation Chair. I am your presenter, Dani, the lethargic glass. And with me is my co presenter, my partner in crime, and my wee bairn.
Artemis the Beatty. For real, for real. I'm tired. Also, Ronald is gonna have to leave
Hi
me.
and bye, Ronald.
Hi and bye, Ronald. I need to start getting in here earlier so we're here in time for Ronald to see stuff.
If you don't know what this show is about, we don't either. We just talk about stuff and catch up with each other as mother and daughter are wont to do. But we bring you along for the ride. We are here to be your body doubling needs. We are here to be your audio ambiance. We are here to be your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you are sweeping the floor, while you are wondering why your husband is trying to make you pack a smaller suitcase for vacation, while if you're wondering if a banana is going to hold you over for breakfast, or if you have been up for 24 hours playing a brand new RPG that was just released on the computer, and you've been living on nothing but Red Bull and dreams, and next thing you know, you pass out and you have fallen into the RPG,
Another
and you
isekai.
and you are at the ball. You're supposed to be a side character, but the Duke has noticed you.
The Duke.
Oh no, what do you do?
Is that your real life? Are you an isekai?
That's my real life only in as much as I've been reading isekais lately. This is one I gave up on though, called Accidentally Charming the Hero's Father.
Okay, that picture's
By
cute though, with the little mouse
Yeah, the
and the
picture
letter.
is really cute. How to Raise a Hero. The picture is very cute.
I like that.
The book did not grab me. It's
Was it
by
like a lit
Vina.
RPG?
It's by Vina Savan. What?
Was it like a lit
It's
RPG?
it's not lit RPG. She had no as far she fell into the video game, but she had no, heads up display like you usually get by the third chapter in one of these. So she does have two invisible companions. So I
Okay.
guess it's somewhat lit RPG. I don't remember because I got the heroine was so
Annoying.
bland and boring that I was like, okay, I skipped.
Sucks.
But I went to another book by the same author, which we will talk about later, because I have thoughts.
Okay.
But do we have any tiny delights today?
I have a tiny delight and a what did we call the not tiny delights? Little stinkers. What are they called?
We didn't make a banner for those, so I don't know.
Can we call them little stinkers?
You call it whatever you want.
Um, so my tiny delight is they both happened yesterday. My tiny delight is someone brought a hedgehog into work yesterday.
A
big
hedgehog?
Hedgehog.
I mean, we know you're a pet store, but come on now.
It was this big. Unfortunately, we only carry pet supplies for furry pets. So,
Mhm.
because she was looking for mealworms, and we're like, unfortunately, we don't have mealworms. But our manager has birds and was able to tell her a good place to get mealworms because she gets mealworms for her birds.
Mm.
But she brought in this tiny baby hedgehog. They're like this big. I had never seen a hedgehog in person before.
I
So
still
was
have
very
never seen a
excited.
hedgehog in person.
I was very excited. They were very cute, and I got to like pet her and hold her a little bit. I think the owner is going to name her Toss because she's blind and she's also a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I vote yes on this Toss naming decision. But the owner very rightfully described it, like holding and touching a hedgehog as like if you've ever held a handful of thumbtacks, like you know that it's sharp, but it's not actively like poking you, but you can kind
Mm-hmm.
of feel the sharpness there. It's like
Mm-hmm.
that. It was,
Hmm.
yeah, but we got to like pet her little butt, and like if you pet in the direction of the spines, then it's like it's kind of soft and very cute. And
Hmm.
she was very cute and then like curling up, and we gave her one of the dog treats. We gave her a little beef liver treat. But hedgehogs also do this gross, nasty thing. So hedgehogs, whenever they eat something that they really, really like, they'll they'll produce a bunch of extra saliva and then like rub that saliva all over their
Somebody
body so they
finished the puzzle.
ah. Oh, I see it down there. But hedgehogs, when they eat something they really like, they'll produce a bunch of extra saliva and drool, and they'll rub that all over their body so they smell like the thing that they ate. And so when we gave her the treat, she ate the treat, and then there was just this big bubble of drool. And so
Ugh.
we put her back in the box, and
Kind
she
of like a
like ate
Saint,
her
kind
like
of Saint Bernard. All the.
yes. It was like that, but with the Saint Bernard, they're just drooling because there's extra drool. This drool has a purpose, and so she like curled around and was like rubbing all the spit
Ooh,
all over herself.
perfume.
Gross. It's adorable. She was very, very cute. And so that was my tiny delight, was seeing that hedgehog, and it was adorable. I love it. My little stinker is this old man had the audacity. So he comes in, and apparently, after talking to some of my coworkers, this man has a reputation for being kind of rude, but his wife also shops there, like they both shop there, and so they
Hmm.
continue to let them shop there because one, they spend a decent amount of money, and two, the wife is nice. And so
Hmm.
it's like a 50-50 chance of if you're going to get the husband or if you're going to get the wife.
Hmm.
So they don't want to cut her off. But he came in, first of all, does not know what food to get his dog, and so has to have me look up what food to get his dog. I go and I grab it, and I'm wearing. I can even show you a picture of what makeup I was wearing that day. I took pictures of my makeup. Ah! Oh, also there was a tornado warning yesterday. That's a tiny secret if there ever was one. So this is what I looked like that day.
Oh, that's a
Reveals of my
nice
new
look.
glasses.
Hmm.
Um, but it's my usual, like, I've worn this look so many times of, like, black lip on top, colored lip on bottom.
Hmm.
And people commented on it all the time. I feel like enough people are out there doing that look that it's not that uncommon, but maybe I'm just too into the
Not
makeup too.
really. You really
Okay.
don't see people doing that. The only people I've seen with that lip is in like a magazine editorial, because flipping through a fashion magazine,
So I'm
or
too deep into the makeup spaces is what you're telling me.
yes, or if I pass by one of those makeup artist people on like TikTok or
Yeah.
something, I'll see a lip like that. I have never seen that lip on person on anybody except you.
My bad. Well, I thought it was fairly common, but also I'm assuming that this old man does not follow current makeup trends of youths.
Hmm.
And so he's like, "Oh, two-color lipstick. Is that the new, is that the new thing?" And I was like, "I mean, I like to do it. It's my favorite style to do." And he's like, "Oh, did you come up with that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did it one day, but like other people are doing it too." He's like, "Oh, that's gonna be the thing everybody's wearing. You're creating bold new looks." And I'm like, "Yeah, I really like to do some like fun bold looks." And I lifted my glasses because I don't know if you can tell. I mean, you know, mother, because we just had this
Hmm.
discussion. But I don't know if the people can tell. You can't see any makeup behind the red sunglasses. So I have
Yeah.
a second picture of. I did a very like I was not expecting everyone to like this look. I did a very like grungy artsy look. So I'm preparing you for the look. I did a
Okay.
very like very
Oh
grungy
wow.
artsy.
It
Yes.
goes with the lips.
Yes.
It
I
goes
was
with the
doing it,
lips.
and I was wearing my like rainbow jumpsuit, so like a lot of color. And so I was like, okay, this is gonna be a fun like contrast of like the bright rainbow jumpsuit and then the like grungy makeup is what I was going for. And I lifted up my glasses, like, oh yeah, I like to do a lot. I like to like mess around a lot with makeup, and I raised my glasses so you can see my makeup. And he's like, oh no, that's bad. And I'm like, what? Because I'm like, repeat that. I'm like, what? What was that? And he's like, oh no, that's bad. And I'm like,
Or he had the
okay,
audacity to say it twice.
yes. And I'm like, okay, I'll work on it.
As
Have a good
as
day.
as they say, he pulled that audacity out from under his bed.
Truly. I was like, okay, I'll work on it. Have a good day. Like, because he was like actively walking out. And I'm like, what in the world? Because like, if you don't, because I know that my makeup is not for everybody. Obviously, I do a lot
You
of
would say
ridiculous stuff.
interesting. Because
Yes.
honestly, I like that look better with the glasses on than the glasses off. I'm gonna be honest.
But again, I know that that looks not for
I like the
everybody.
dark lip with the glasses. I like that. I think the eyes are a bit much, but I know it's a
Hmm.
look. If you had done that
Yes.
to me, I would have went, "Oh, interesting."
See, that's what I was telling everybody else. The most that he needed to say was, "Oh, you did nothing else needed to know, nothing needed to be said after that. The most he needed
Hmm.
to say was, "Oh," because I, as an adult human who's been living on this earth, can recognize if someone does not like a thing. And also, it's my face and I'm about to put my glasses back on. I can't even see. Like, what?
Hmm.
It was just the audacity of like, no, that's bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you do makeup? Are you a makeup artist or judge? Are you in magazines? Are you a reviewer? Like, wild.
Mm.
Wild.
Crazy, crazy. The audacity of man.
Just truly so. Like, I went to the back to my manager and I was like, Olivia, we gotta stop letting the men out without some woman to approve. We can't keep letting them do this.
Okay, so, um, do we have any life updates?
um, I don't think so.
I don't have any life updates either, other than I canceled my dentist appointment for tomorrow because I just wasn't feeling it. And it was just for a cleaning.
Hmm.
And yes, cleanings are important. And part of the reason I went in when I was having a bunch of pain 2 years ago, and they said part of the reason I'm having a bunch of pain is that I have a lot of buildup, like plaque and
Hmm.
gum issues. So I have to have cleanings 3 times a year instead of two because my gums are really kind of messed up. But they haven't been bleeding in a long time.
Hmm.
And all the cavities and whatever have been taken care of, been pulled or what have you. I've been
You'll probably be
flossing
okay.
and I've been flossing and brushing and whatever. And you know me, sometimes I just don't feel it. Leaving the house just is not the thing. And
You can always just schedule it for later.
I was already feeling like I was already feeling 2 weeks ago. I don't want to go out because it's hot. And then yesterday it was like 99, feels like temperature 105.
That
That's
is
that's
not the weather
real.
we had yesterday.
That's real. Here it was 99 but feels like 105. They said that out their mouths on the
Crazy.
news. And I was like, and I made the mistake because it had been raining for 2 days before.
Ah, we were in the middle of a tornado warning
Storm.
yesterday. Yeah. You see
Oh
all the trees
no.
moving?
Oh no. We were we had storms for 2 days, and so I actually turned. Oh yeah, that looks stormy.
Yeah.
That one looks stormy. I
It
can
was
see
coming
it
down
in
in
that video.
buckets.
I can see it better in that video. But I had what's the word? I had turned the air off because we had storms for 2 days. I mean, cloudy enough that you have to turn the lights on in the house because it's dark, you know, and storms. And it was getting cold in here. The air was making it cold in here because it was so stormy. So I turned the air off to give it a break because I've been running it 24/7 for 2 weeks. So
Hmm.
I thought, let's give this machinery a rest. And I turned it off. And of course, I woke up late yesterday and was like, oh, I need to hurry up and turn the air on because it's already
It's
starting
that
to get
hot.
hot. I don't want to have a repeat of what I had a few weeks ago where I could barely function because it got so hot in here.
Hmm.
So luckily I averted that. But like today, it's only supposed to get up to 88 today. And I'm already kind of feeling chilly, but I'm not daring to turn it off.
Yeah.
I'm feeling chilly air coming to me from the doorway,
I put some
which
shit on my lap.
on a day like yesterday, the air from the hall would not even be reaching my legs. Right now, I can feel it on my legs and need to feel like if I wasn't wearing a long dress, I'd have a little throw blanket over my legs because it's making it all the way into the office. But on hot days, it doesn't make it past the
Can't go
dryer.
anywhere.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make it past the dryer, which for those who are new, my
It's just
door
outside the door.
is right here, over here, and the dryer is like right outside my door.
It's like 8 feet away. Maybe 6.
Yeah, I'd say 8. I'm picturing Isaac laying on the floor from here
Yeah.
to, and so I'd say about 8 feet. Yeah, I'd say about 8 feet. So yeah, the dryer's about 8 feet away, and the cool air really doesn't even make it that far.
Yeah.
So, so I was just I was like, you know what? I'm a grown woman, and I could just accept how I'm feeling. I don't feel. I mean, I went. How many years before the pandemic? I went a good 15 plus years without having seen the dentist.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I went for that one emergency thing during the pandemic in 2020, because it was like 2 months into the pandemic, I was having severe mouth pain.
Yeah.
I went to that one dentist at one time, and then I went another 3 years before I went to the dentist again. So it's like me going to the dentist regularly. This is like a perfect storm of I have that care credit card that is only for the dentist. It's not a regular credit card. It's a
Yeah.
because they have a regular credit card that you can use on it's a MasterCard seal that you can use on everything, but then they have their care credit which you can only use at a doctor's office.
Yeah.
And so I've got the care credit that you can only use at a doctor's office, which is good for me because then I won't charge anything else on it. And we're just about to pay that off, so it's a good thing that I'm not, I just whip that out when I go to the dentist's office.
Don't even check it.
I don't even mess with my checking account or anything. I just put it on the care credit,
And
you
then you guys
know.
pay it off later. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
because they let you go several months without any interest on it, and meanwhile you're paying it down.
Yeah.
It's one of those kind of things. So we almost have it paid off. So it's good that I'm taking a break anyway because we almost have that paid off. So
Robin is saying, talking about the heat from before today, here it's supposed to be in the 80s, thankfully, and then it'll be 103 in the next, I'm assuming next week. It looks like it got cut off. Even though the weather was bad there, I'm glad you're okay. Oh, yeah, we're good. It was like a tornado warning. It was weird because it was a tornado warning and it was literally like right above where we are. Like my friend, she and her family have Life 360, which I just got Life 360. But she and her family have Life 360, and her mom got an alert that we were in the like the middle of where the tornado warning is, like where it's supposed to hit. But also we're in the mountains, so usually tornadoes don't get in through to us because they get dissipated through the mountains. So it was very wild that we had a tornado warning. But it literally, like, the second video that I showed you, the rain, it rains like that for maybe, like, it was really hard winds for, like, maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And then it rained really, really hard for, like, 45 minutes maybe. And then it was gone. It was, like, right as we were starting to close, the wind started blowing. And then it started raining. But then by the time it was time for us to leave, the sun was out. Like I was driving, I followed a rainbow home the entire way. There was a rainbow in the
you
sky in
follow
front of
rainbow
me
home.
the
That's so
entire
cute.
way home.
That's so cute. So,
So,
okay, so I guess we can move. You don't have any markets coming up, do you?
I don't, other than First Friday is coming up. Let's
Mm-hmm.
see, what days are we? So not 2 days from now, but next Friday will be First Friday. And then I have one event next month, but outside of that, I don't have anything. Somebody contacted me about doing a birthday one-on-one appointment for her 14-year-old daughter, but I've not seen any more from that. I'm gonna go double check that after this. So like, hopefully I didn't miss any messages, but I was checking, I didn't see anything. So we'll see.
Okay, so we're in Yarny Crafty News. I'm going to say up front, and maybe I can speak for Artemis as well. We don't have a lot to show. Can I speak for you? No?
Yeah, I have not been doing anything. I keep grabbing my bag. Like, I even have my bag in here. I brought it from my bedroom in here. Um, oh, and I was going to switch my crochet bags. I'm going to go get I do have some news to show. Hang on just a second.
Okay, so I guess I have to vamp. What I was going to say is while she's going to get her thing, I don't have anything to show. I I kind of stalled on the flowers. I feel like I have. You saw me put them all on my chest last week, so I feel like I almost have enough. Technically I have enough for all the females who are going to be there, but now I'm just kind of making extra flowers because I don't know what everybody's wearing. And even if I knew what everybody's wearing, I do not plan to buy new yarn. The whole purpose of these flowers is to just use up these little balls of yarn that I have. So now at this point I don't feel any urgency, if that makes sense, because I have enough flowers for everybody. So I just have to order bobby pins and safety pins depending on whether somebody wants to put it on their dress or in their hair. I'm gonna get a little thing of bobby pins and a little thing of safety pins. I'm not gonna assume everybody has stuff. I'm just gonna buy those because I kind of need safety pins in my house. Number one, and bobby pins. I always need bobby pins. So bobby pins will not be a waste if I buy more bobby pins. But I just want to have variety
Yeah.
for people because I don't know what they're wearing. So if I have as many flowers as possible, and then I just need to think of what to do with the flowers when I come back home and have all these extra flowers because I know I'm going to have more flowers than what people use. So, so I haven't really felt the urgency, and I have my thing, my shrug that I plan to wear with my leopard print dress, and I am so close. Have you ever been like so close on a project that you stop because you know, okay, I don't need it till we're like 40 days away because I pulled the thing up.
This is a full hat that I started months ago. It's meant to be like a flower, like
I
fairy
can
hat.
tell it's so
And I
cute.
just need to put the green part on top. I just need to crochet and sew the green part on top. It's been like this for months. Because I'm like, I'm so close.
But
But it was
you don't
in
feel any
form.
urgency
Yeah.
because
I don't have any festivals coming up or anything.
it's
Yeah. It's
almost
been like
done.
that.
Oh, I said 40 days. I was so right. I'm so right.
Ooh, are we 40 days exactly?
40 days.
Do they have an app? I need to download their app.
They do have an app. I don't know if I have your booking number though. You have to text your
Oh,
father
I'll text Papa.
and he'll give you your because I don't know if we're all under that one booking number or not. I used the booking number that he showed to Ari's to know that it was the right cruise. He gave Ari our booking number, and then Ari could call and say, "Hey, I'm on the cruise with these people. Put me in a room near them." But I don't know if that was. I don't know if that was one booking number for all the rooms that your father booked, or if that because sometimes when we go on Carnival, we all have individual booking numbers
Individual booking numbers, like per room, yeah.
per cabin. So I don't know. So you check with your father, and he can give you a booking number. But yes, Ari's the one who told me about the app. Believe it or not,
Told you, but
it's
didn't tell me. Wild.
it's called MSC for me, and you can see a little bit of once you put the booking number in, you can see a little bit of this what the ship looks like and um what the restaurants and stuff look like on that ship. It's not. I think it's going to be fun because we make our own fun, but it doesn't look like he has a lot.
They
I
don't have a
know.
lot of extra provided fun like Carnival did.
Yes, I think a big thing that we look forward to is trying the different food. And so I went and looked at the restaurants, and it doesn't seem like they're. I didn't even look at the activities because I know I'm bringing a bunch of board games and so we're probably gonna play games. But I looked at the restaurants, and there doesn't seem to be anything. And I confirmed with your father, who has gone on MSC before, and he said, "Yeah, it's not like Carnival where you have like a guy's burger thing, and then the blue whatever cantina for the Mexican food, and then the it's like they've got a restaurant and they've got a buffet." And then they've got a few specialty restaurants that you have to pay extra for. They have like an Asian thing you have to pay extra for, and they have another thing you have to pay extra for.
I was just
But
telling Wayne a couple weeks ago that I'm upset because we're not gonna have a guy burger.
but your father said when he went that the food was good. It's
Okay.
just not a lot of fancy branded stuff like you have on Carnival.
It doesn't even have to be a guy burger. I look forward to the guy burger because I know that I can get a regular plain burger and fries that I like. Was
Hmm.
Papa taking into account my food issues? Because I don't believe that he was.
Probably no, probably not. But it's just I think what it is more along the I know this is not yarny crafty, but I think this is more along the lines of he knows because I have mentioned not I've not complained, but I have mentioned several times over the years that just on and off, not enough to be annoying, but just on and off that I would like to try a different cruise line. That as much as I enjoy Carnival, I enjoy, and these days I enjoy Carnival in the way that you kind of in the way that an introvert like me enjoys going to the same place over and over because I know where the bathrooms are. I know how to get the food. I'm not
Yes,
gonna.
it's comfortability. It's a
It,
different place
it,
because you
it's
know what's going on.
it's comfort. I don't feel as uncomfortable. It makes me think a little bit like, although this has been years ago, a little bit about like when we used to go to St. John's Baptist Church.
Hmm.
If I go to a different church, I feel very uncomfortable. But St. John's, I felt comfortable because we went there for years. I wouldn't feel uncomfortable if in the middle of the service I need to get up and go to the bathroom. I know where the bathrooms are.
Hmm.
I know the order of service. I
Hmm.
know. So
Yeah.
I didn't feel uncomfortable moving around that building by myself. And that's how Carnival got to be, where your father could go do his thing and I could go do my thing and go and get lunch by myself and then go find a deck chair or whatever and get my coloring book out and all that stuff and be by myself and be comfortable and not feel shy.
Yeah.
Whereas other things, I would like stay in my cabin by myself and wait to go out with one of you guys escorted because that's just the nervous kind of person I am. That I'm afraid I'll get lost or whatever. But Carnival was to the point where I knew I wasn't going to get lost. So there's comfort in it, but there was also, I got a little bit bored.
Yeah. Because
But
we
that got,
did everything. We did like
yeah,
truly everything you could do on Carnival.
but then it's kind of taken. I think we've come kind of full circle because for a little while it got a little bit bored, but then part of it was you guys grew up. Oh, cute.
That's a little squid from I think Coraline.
Oh, see
This is
the
Coraline,
way
yeah.
the squid looked, I was thinking the Gorgon thing from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, the Demogorgon.
Yes, that's what I was thinking because I was just playing mini golf with your sister, but we can talk about that later. But oh, cute.
Yeah, this is all Robin stuff.
Yeah, I figured. Cute. Cute. Cute.
Very cute.
But
I'm gonna keep showing you. Keep talking.
okay. But there it came full circle because it came full circle
So cute.
because you guys grew up And so it was easier. I didn't have to worry about you guys. And my hobbies have changed. So now I have like coloring and things that I can bring with me to do. And you kind of settled into, okay, this is what this is. So I know how to make fun for myself now.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of expecting the ship to make fun for me, I know what this is. I know what to do to make fun for myself now. And to be honest, I got really tired of the food, but they really have stepped it up over the last couple of
Yeah.
years. So even though the dining room is still kind of when we all get together for dinner together, to me that's like the same old.
Yeah.
But for breakfast and lunch, they've really changed their offerings on Carnival as far as what you can go eat and everything. So that has changed and made it a little bit better for me. But
I went and got my bag. Um, Wayne's coworker has gifted me a couple things. So one, she gave us a bag of orange chicken because Wayne was talking to her about how I like the orange chicken from when he was working at Panda, and so it's like it's from Whole Foods, but it was a good. It was a very good Whole Foods orange chicken. You just put the chicken in the air fryer, and then it
mm-hmm.
comes with 2 little packs of sauce, and you like melt either warm those up in water or like in the microwave or whatever. But it was very good. I enjoyed it. But she also gifted me this.
Oh, so cute!
It's so cute because apparently everyone in the world knows I love Bluey.
So cute!
It's adorable. I need to make sure that I remember to bring it on the cruise.
On vacation. Yeah, that's the other thing. I have since I'm done with the I'm almost done with the flowers. I need to finish up the shrug so that I can make myself move on to some other stuff because we've got 40 days.
Yeah.
So that's technically enough time. I was thinking about making a kerchief because we mentioned this 2 weeks ago and I kind of got off track, but I wanted to make a kerchief because I saw a girl and I thought one of my wigs, I could do this with one of my wigs that I haven't figured out a good way to wear it. But I think I can wear the kerchief and then just have pieces of the wig coming out a little bit
Oh
here
yeah, I do that with my head
around the
basically all the time.
face
Where is
so that I can get some use out of that wig that has been sitting there forever.
I do that with my headband wig all the time. It's meant to all stop here and like all go back. But I will. This is the headband that comes with it. But you can see I have my secondary headband. I'll pull these pieces forward and then put my secondary headband over it as if I have pieces coming down from here. I do that all the time.
So I want to hurry up and make a kerchief so I can have time to try a couple of my wigs to see which one is going to work with that. But I also was playing around in my head with possibly making a mesh beach bag for
Ooh.
just in case we go.
You should make the one. Oh, I'm gonna hop on Ravelry and find it, and I'll send it in the Discord
That was
as
my
well.
other thing I was going to mention. Since we don't have anything really to show today, I thought maybe today would be a good day. I had some yarn inspiration emails, but the stuff that they had was not inspiring. So I thought maybe we could look and see what's hot right now. We hadn't done that in about a month
Ooh, okay.
on Ravelry for what's hot right now. But first, show me what you have.
Yeah. Favorites. Here, actually, I'm gonna go to the beginning. We can treat this as like a Ravelry class for anyone who hasn't done Ravelry, and I'll show you how I do my searching.
Okay.
Because I know you know, but for new people, because I was just, oh, that's my other tiny delight. I was like, I knew I was forgetting something. What button am I doing? Hang on.
Robin says she lives surrounded by mountains.
Yeah, Robin lives. Oh no, it's gonna be like Ronald all over again, where I don't know where she is. Because I was gonna say Minnesota at first, and I was like, no, that's
No,
Ronald.
she said
Minnesota area.
Okies.
Is she a bit Midwestern? Is that? Anyway, while we're figuring this out, so this is how I do my searching. I have a ton of stuff in my favorites. So what I'll do is I'll go to my favorites, and then we want to do advanced search.
Yes, you
This is how I do
successfully
it.
distracted me, Robin.
This is how I do it. So you can see I have 1,758 patterns in my favorites.
Oh, good God.
I save a lot of patterns because I'm like, I'll do it one day. And so we are going to narrow it down. I'm narrowing it down to crochet. I'm narrowing it down to
See, I
free
would
because I
go
know this
check
is a free
mine, but
pattern.
I'm scared I'm gonna. If I go on this computer, I'm scared I'm gonna trip the circuit downstairs and the power is gonna go out. And if
You
I
got
do
it.
it on the computer we're on, then I might mess up the stream.
I can handle it. We got it. Oh, you can check on your phone though if you want to see how many patterns you have saved. And
Yeah, I
then,
just would. Yeah, I was just curious.
even though I know that this is the pattern that I'm looking for right here, it's on the front page. But I'm gonna type in bag. I'm teaching people. No, wait. What do you mean? What do you mean? Is it not free? I could have sworn it was a free pattern. Girl, what? Category duffel, get out of here. That's what happened. So put it back on free. Give me bag. But I don't want category bag. I just want bag. Are you gonna? There we go. Okay. Don't know how that ended up happening, but here is the pattern. This is the one that. This is the one
Passionate
that.
Kelsey.
Yes, Passionate Kelsey does, and I've made like 10 of these. They work up very quick once you get the pattern. Because I know you have issues with like memorizing patterns and stuff, but this one is
Hmm.
very very repetitive up until like, and
I
you can just
wonder if
kind of
it,
go and go until you
I
get to the
don't.
size you want.
I've seen that one before, but I don't know if it'll be big enough for taking stuff to the beach.
What all are you trying to take?
Well, we got to take our towel. And we got to take our
Because they
suns. We
stretch
got,
pretty well.
we got to take our sunscreen.
Hmm.
And I usually take my Kindle because usually I don't go in the water.
Hmm.
Or I go in the water for a minute and then I start to feel sick and I have to come out. So,
Yeah, that wave motion has started also to make me motion sick. Everything has started making me motion sick, and I'm so mad because Wayne and I. This is gonna be a full aside. I love these colors, by the way. Wayne and Ari and I were playing. Oh, what the crap is that game called? Roadside Research, the game where you're playing as aliens
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
gas
yeah.
station.
Yeah.
Ronald says, gotta have space for a handle of Jim Beam in your bag.
I thought Ronald
But
was leaving us.
you're right. I thought he was gone. Anyway, Ari and Wayne and I were playing Roadside Research, which I had played before, but I've been playing games on my laptop because I didn't feel like setting up my Xbox. But then we moved because Wayne, like in the process of getting some like speakers or something, he did like a pickup from a Facebook Marketplace thing, and we got an extra
Mhm.
TV. And so that TV has been sitting in the guest room that was supposed to be Chloe's room for like forever. And I'm like, you know what? We still have a mattress sitting in there. I'll just set it up in there, and I can sit and play games in there. But I tried playing, and because Ronald wasn't even going to work. He went to UPS at Michael's. Ronald was out playing. Wild. Anyway, playing on the big TV, I could only play like the first time that we played like 20 days in game, something like that. This time playing, I played 4 games and was so motion sick.
Oh
Just from playing
no.
4 games because I'm playing it on the big screen. I can't play any games on the big screen without getting motion sick anymore unless they're like side scrollers. Like any kind of first person or third person where there's a lot of like turning the camera around they all make me motion sick now and it pisses me off.
Yeah, your father got sick when he, because if we're playing games when he comes home, then he tries to jump in, and he got
Hmm.
sick. But we
Yeah,
was
I any kind of first person thing will make me sick. I'm gonna have to start taking Dramamine just to play my games. Because like
the
you
side
remember,
quick sidebar.
yes,
I only have 466 patterns saved in
that's
favor.
wild to me. That is truly wild to me considering you've been using it for much longer than me, and you only have
And then it said,
400
and then
something
it says
patterns.
under all it says 482. So I think altogether I only have 482 patterns marked in. So Ronald, did you buy us anything good at Michael's?
Crazy. Yeah, what you get us in Michaels? So looking at the hot right now, we're looking at crochet. I'm not looking. Actually, let's look at the free ones. Let's look at the free ones, and then I'll take it
Okay.
off of free. Starting from the top, I this is a cute top.
Summer Days beanie. That's
I do like this.
cute. Oh, I do like that raglan tee. You said that's free.
Hmm.
See, I keep thinking I'm gonna make myself one of these T-shirts, and I never have.
I have only made one. I also keep thinking that I've only made one, which you've seen. It's the like I was using like a peach ombre yarn,
Hmm.
and
I,
I wore it
I
on the cruise.
think
I think 1 year.
I'm saying it now, but I'll probably change my mind 9 times before January. But I think maybe next year should be my year to make stuff for me. This year is supposed to be my year to finish blankets. So I really want to put more work in on the blankets I have that are unfinished. The Jimothy raccoon. You know what? I still have not seen that meme. I've heard people talking about the Jimothy raccoon. I've not actually seen any of the videos. Which,
You haven't seen any of them?
as we've said before, I never see the original thing. I always see the people talking about the thing first, and then I have to go look up the thing.
I was
The things never come into my like FYP or my algorithm or whatever naturally like they do for other people. I only hear about people talking about stuff.
I also usually tend to be at the back half of these things. That is cute.
See, I like the
Oversized
look
yarn.
of that, but after having made my white one, I know that the long sleeves would drive me crazy. And I
Oh yeah.
shortened the sleeves on mine. I did the big bell sleeve, but like I stopped my sleeve right here so that the bell would not go past my wrist so it wouldn't be crazy. And it's still, I still feel like wearing that is a production. When I go
Hmm.
out, I feel like I am overdressed with everybody that I hang out with. I mean, if I wore it on the cruise, it probably would be fine. But like wearing it, did I even wear that on the cruise?
You did because we both
Okay.
wore them. Yeah, we both wore them at the same time.
Okay, so then I won't bring it this year. Because I was trying to remember if I even wore it with the cruise. But like I've worn it twice with when I go to Terry's, and I feel overdressed both times. I mean, I like the way the outfit looks, and it's very comfortable for me. And the sleeves, because I made them shorter, they have the volume, but they don't get in my way if I'm eating soup. But they're, I still feel like I'm overdressed with everybody that I'm with. So that's another reason why I want to make more stuff. I like this snare top dress thing.
Yes, I like the
Uh,
I like the dress version. It's very cute.
I want to make
Also,
more stuff like these t-shirts and stuff where I can wear stuff that I made but not feel like I am a production next to Terry and Kim and Kelly and the other people that I'm with because they just wear like, t-shirts and jeans. They
so
might put a,
side note,
they might put a nice sweater on.
side note, just embrace being being doing the most when your friends are not doing the most. That's what I do.
Uh-huh.
Second,
Wait a
there
minute, what is that
is
in circle? Is that a
chat.
blanket or is that a dress?
Okay, let me. I'll click into this, and then I'm also going to read the chat. Robin is saying, I've seen the original one, talking about Jimothy. I've seen the original one, and then I saw news reports probably saying that there's probably more than one Jimothy. I saw the original video, but then, like, literally, I was apparently very on top of it, because I saw the original video, and then that very same day, I went to scroll on Instagram, and I saw people posting, because I follow a lot of artists on Instagram, and so I saw people posting their, like, drawings of Jimothy and stuff, and I'm like, ah! Um, Ronald says, hubby lost all of our sewing needles, so we bought more. Goodness, what was hubby doing with all the sewing needles? Hubby lost all of our sewing needles, so we bought more. He also got an 8mm hook. I got nothing. Scandalous. Crazy. Robin is singing Ring My Bell. Ronald says, so Danny, it's the year of finishing blankets. It's almost August. How many blankets have you finished?
Yeah, I've
Mother.
not finished any.
He says, or how much progress have you made?
I'm not finished any. Honestly, because, but I did say, to be fair, I did say, although this was supposed to be the year, and I did do some progress earlier in the year, but is she wearing that shawl like a dress? Is that what she's
Yes!
doing?
I am so confused. So if this looks like she has a top, she has a dress under here, and she's just like has the blanket on her post, but it looks like a garment. But then if you
Uh
come down
huh.
here, this is just a blanket. But then what is the size of this blanket? Because how is she wearing it like a bandana? What is going on?
It says shawl though.
Is it a shawl?
It
It
says
looks like a
shawl.
blanket.
Look, category shawl and blanket. So I think you make it as big as you want to make it.
Oh, okay. Because I was truly thrown off. Is that a sleeve?
I
What is
think
this
she just
apron?
has it.
This is
She has it folded in a way that makes it look like a sleeve.
this
Yeah,
is neat.
this falls under the category that I've heard people talk about of artistic pictures of knitting things that don't help you because you don't know what. See, that's a picture that helps you.
Yes.
That's a picture that
I
shows
just
you
want to
what you're
see
getting.
the full product.
The other picture would look nice in Vogue, but it doesn't help you know what you're about to make.
Yeah, that's a like
That
put one of
profile
those
picture.
pictures. Yeah, put one of these pictures for like your artsy picture to draw people in to see it, and then the rest of the pictures should be functional pictures. I should
Yeah.
be able to see what's going on. So the hot right now does not look super interesting. I've already seen like a handful of patterns that I've already seen,
There's the
but
hat.
not this pigeon purse.
Oh, the hat. Did you not see the hat was up there under the hot right now?
No, I missed it because I got distracted by the
Pigeon
pigeon.
purse. Is this
This
under
is why
hot
I
right
have
now?
yes. Also, this is why I have so many favorites because I see stuff like that in
No,
favorites.
scroll back up. And maybe
Ah,
on
not
that.
the Your Inspirations hat. Oh my gosh!
How many people are
It looks
making
like
this hat? Click on that so we can see if anybody's making this hat.
it looks like you should put a marble in there and roll a marble down for like those marble.
See,
falling
there are no
racing games.
there's no projects listed
No.
under this hat. So why is this in
Why
hot
is
right
it in hot
now?
right now?
Is it
Maybe
just because
because people are saving it.
people are looking at it or saving it?
I'm gonna stop adding to that. I'm not saving it anymore. I keep meaning to do this, taking some t-shirts and crocheting into them. The problem is I only have like one of each t-shirt, and I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up one of my t-shirts.
I
So
have
did.
I have several
Oh, go ahead.
t-shirts that I like the logo on front, but I don't like the way they fit, the way they hit me on the hip, and I don't like the way. So I want to. I like that summer sun hat. I was thinking about buying some because I need to place an order to Amazon, and I don't like to place Amazon orders and buy one thing. So I have a list of things where if I need something, I can buy them all at once, and I have some a cone of raffia on my shopping list that matches my bathing suit top, so I
I also do
could.
need to buy some raffia.
Also, my old sun hat has fallen behind the hutch next to my bed, and I am not trying to scratch myself up trying to get it. So
Oh
I
no.
guess it lives there now. So I need to make myself a new sun hat. But see, that looks simple enough because really the only decorative part is the
The
eyelet
holes on the
around
side.
the
Yeah.
yeah. So it's decorative enough that I think I would like it.
It looked for a second like there was fur on the edge, and I was like, "What?"
So I might buy some raffia,
I keep
maybe.
telling myself I'm gonna buy some raffia, but I still have yet to do that.
Cute. Are we gonna see if there's anything interesting in the knit hot right now? Are we still looking
I
just at the
don't
freeze?
think there will be, but we can check.
We're looking at free, right?
Yeah, we're looking at free. Also,
Okay.
Ronald said, talking about the Yarn Inspirations hat, I was talking about you should roll some marbles down there. Ronald said it's a dice tower.
We've got some socks. We've got
Ooh,
beige
nose.
and
Those are
beige.
cute.
A little
Also,
nose.
this is kind of cute.
Yeah.
Is it felted?
Yeah, it's felted.
En français, le sac
It's in French.
banane.
Yeah, the slipper
A...
pattern that I made that Terry liked was also in French, and I had to
Oh no.
like the
I
pattern
could
was in
not.
French, but she did a video, a YouTube video, so
Okay.
I was able to get the auto dub on the YouTube
Ooh.
video in English so that I could figure out
I
how to
have a
do it.
few. I have a few patterns on Instagram that are saved. What is the knitting item in this picture, please, sir? It's the
The
kerchief that you
kerchief
can't see because it's around his neck and on the back.
again.
Crazy. Like again, these are the styling pictures, and then we need more pictures like this.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Your boy's a model. Your boy's posing. I just want to call out this man. Did a great job with this. Your boy's a model. um, I lost track of what I was saying. Oh, I have some patterns on Instagram saved that are in different languages, and they're because Instagram provides a lot of free patterns. Like people post a lot of free patterns on Instagram, but I have yet to go through and actually translate because I'm afraid that I'm going to translate like use Google Translate and it's not going to translate correctly, and then I'm not going to. I'm going to spend all
Do
this time
you
trying to make
need a
something that's not
goose
going to work out.
costume?
I need a goose to have a goose costume for.
Cat's eye top?
Which one? Where did I miss it?
So
Oh,
yeah. Oh, that's the Yarn
that.
Inspirations one.
Yeah, that. Oh, it's just another mesh top. It's
Yeah.
hard to. Why would they put it on a white background?
I know. I know.
What if I quit my job and become a crafting photographer?
You're so weird.
I
That's okay. A lot of these
okay.
would be more
Let's.
interesting if they did them in a color.
Yeah, I feel like I'm looking through a Sears catalog. It's all like every once in a while there's like a one cute little like beige toy for your beige children, and then outside of that,
Beige toy for your beige children? Is that what you said?
yes. Have you not seen the Werner Herzog beige toys for children like videos?
No, I have not.
It's
Give me a
making fun
second.
of the trend of all of these.
I need to send your
Oh, go ahead
father
and
a
send your thing.
kiss.
Go ahead and send your things.
I just realized I have two me's of myself, and one of them has darker skin than the other. I'm sure the lighter skinned one is the one that you guys all think is me, but
Yeah, without having seen them, yes. I want one of these for me. I don't want to spend the time making them. I want one of these for me.
starfish onesie. Okay, you have to make that real big. Cause
I
isn't that for a
know, and no
baby?
one's gonna have it. Yes, it is, and no one's gonna have a pattern for it for an adult. But imagine me in this. Just put my face right there.
Oh, it's so cute. So
But would it be just
cute.
as cute if that's me in that walking down the hallway of the cruise in the evening because it's bedtime and I'm walking around in my starfish onesie?
In your starfish onesie.
So cute. Why is my phone going off? What is that? Oh, I'm getting text messages. I'm getting notifications.
No, I'm just showing you which one.
Oh, I didn't realize that was you. Oh, showing the me's.
Which one is me?
Girl, and you know which one I'm gonna say too. Audience, no, let's pull the audience. Let's pull it back up. Where's my camera? Audience. Ah, there's a third one. That's cute. I vote that one. Honestly, that's
Which
adorable.
one? The one in the
The one with
bonnet?
the bonnet. Yes, that's cute. But out of these two me's, which of these is my mother? I feel like the top one, but with darker hair. I feel like you need darker hair on this one.
I didn't realize I had three sets of these. I think when I got a new device, I just remade it or something because it didn't show up when I tried to do the transfer.
Robin's been listening to me too much. You were saying that you needed to send Papa a kiss, and Robin's like, a kiss? Scandalous. That's what I say, Robin! Scandalous.
So you think the top light skinned one is me? See, I think the bottom darker skinned one is me, but
I think the top light skin, but with the hair color of the dark.
for those who don't understand, this is a running thing in our household that everybody thinks when I make a doll maker thing, because I'm a person who always makes my icons, or when I play a game, I like to make my person, right? And I always make my person darker than my children think I should make my person. My husband has not weighed in because he does not care. But my children always say, you made her too dark, go back a skin shade or two. So apparently I think I'm darker than they think I am.
You do. But also, to be fair, I am going through, because I do pit crews. We're done with the rivalry. Unfortunately, the knitting stuff once again was boring, and there's not much to say.
If there was color, color,
this color and just like more shapes. I feel like so much of knitting is like square, blocky, like.
I think I've been thinking about that a lot, and I think part of what it is that the nature of crochet is that you get a lot more visual texture, if that makes sense. I mean, texture is touching, but you know what I mean. Visually, yes. You see a lot more things going on because just the nature of crochet stitches. You can make crochet stitches flat, but for the most part, crochet stitches have a lot more visual bumps. Yes. And holes and designs, and you can see things moving everywhere. Whereas knitting, unless you try really hard to do a thing, to make a cable or whatever, it's almost like the reverse. With crochet, what you learn basically is the visually interesting part, and then you have to learn to do like nooking or Tunisian crochet to make a flat thing that looks like knitting. Whereas knitting is the opposite. Knitting, the very basics that you learn first, is the flat thing. And then you have to advance your skills to learn how to do lace and cables to get the more interesting texture thing. And so most people kind of do the basic. Do the base, so knitting looks more like the basic thing. Now the color thing, it goes back to what we were saying, what we said before a few weeks ago, like they say in the videos, which is, a lot of people people think of knitting for years. People think of knitting for clothing and think of crochet for like blankets and houseware things. And so for clothing, you want basics. Especially if you're going to spend $20 a ball for yarn and it takes you 15 balls to make a sweater, you're going to make it in a color that's going to match 90% of your wardrobe rather than make a wild color that you can only wear with one or two outfits. You're going to make it into a basic that can be worn over and over and last for years and match all your clothes.
Which is boring.
Which is why there's so much beige. So much beige. Before we get off of Yarny Crafty Thoughts, I wanted to say one more thing. Yes. Unless you had another Yarny Crafty thought.
Oh, I did, because I don't remember if I said it earlier. It just hit me. The person, I can't remember if I said all of this before. There was a person at work who we had been like chatting the couple times that she came in, and she brought in, she one day was like, hey, do you like earrings? And I was like, yes. And so she brought in some earrings for me to wear.
Yeah, you showed those last week.
Yes. I crocheted her a few things, because I didn't get pictures of any of them, but I showed the things that I crocheted for her.
Mm-hmm.
She came in the other day, and I was
Mm-hmm.
able to give them to her. I was worried that she was going to come down a day when I wasn't there, and
Mm-hmm.
I made a note on her account so that whoever was there would give her the things. But
Mm-hmm.
luckily, she came in on a
But
day when
yeah,
I was
when you
there.
make stuff, you want to see people get it and see their reaction, even if they're faking. You want to see their
Yes,
reaction because that's part of the satisfaction of giving somebody a gift, especially if you made it, is that you want to see, you know.
exactly. But I was able to give it to her, and I was able to, because I also wanted to just like go over the things that were in the box. So I gave it to her. It was a bandana, a star bag, and a crochet poison apple, the
Hmm.
like pastel colors. And she was so happy. I gave it to her. She was so happy. Apparently, the day that she came in, the day before was her birthday. So it was a good
Oh,
like birthday present essentially. But also she is about to, or at the time was about to head like on a long trip to go have a surgery. I don't know what
oh
surgery. I'm
no.
not prying into people's lives. But she was going to go have a surgery, and she was very thankful to have some like cozy things to have with her. So she said she
Oh,
was
that's
very
nice.
happy for them. Yes, she was ecstatic. She gave me a hug, very happy. And she also she said that she had done like a little bit of crocheting. She had done some like Luples kits, but she really
Hmm.
wanted to learn how to do some like grading squares and things like that. So I gave her my business card so that she could, once she's like done with her surgery and stuff, she could get in contact with me, and then we could meet up and I could teach her some crochet basics.
That's nice. That's nice. In the theme of things that I don't know if I mentioned already, and this almost goes into our media consumption, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch the banner. But I saw a video, and I think I mentioned it last week, but I may not have because I remember mentioning it was either Chloe Art or Sarah Ray Clark or whoever.
Sarah Ray Clark sounds familiar. Sarah Ray Clark, because I feel like I looked it up.
Because remember, I couldn't remember her middle
Her
name.
middle name, yes, Sarah Ray Clark.
I can't remember if we talked about the video or if I got distracted, but I just wanted to mention, just in case I forgot to talk about it last week. But you stop me if I talked about this last week. But she did
Will
a
do.
video where she tries all these different techniques that are going viral in the adult coloring space.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
So I did mention it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Then I won't talk about it again because I
Yeah, because you
mentioned
were
it.
saying you wanted to do more coloring in your books that aren't color by number, and so you were
Yes,
going to try some of those techniques in the other
yes,
books.
yes. I just saw Coco do one that this other girl didn't do, and I know I didn't mention that last week because I just saw this last night, which is a page ripping technique.
Page
With
ripping.
yeah, it's supposed to look like you ripped a cover off the middle of the page, and so it's like
Oh,
grayscale. It's like grayscale
oh.
on the ends, and then in the middle there is color, like
Yes.
you
Okay, now I
ripped.
understand what you're talking about. Yes.
And I kind of want to try that, but I'm kind of scared.
Do it.
But we'll see. When I feel like the first of the year, especially, is going to be more coloring because I have a little bit. I'm doing a little bit of coloring, in between up to vacation. I'm going to color on vacation. When I come back from vacation, I'm going to show my pages, and then I might put coloring on halt again because hopefully by then it will be cooler enough for me to get back to my blankets.
I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. Yes. Oh, hang on. Let me mute real quick.
Speaking of
Wayne
which,
is
she
here.
was doing her eyebrows. You talk to him. I'll vamp. Because her doing her eyebrows, I don't do makeup very much, but I don't do makeup at all. What am I saying? But I used to have thick eyebrows. And in my brain, I think I'm going to get up in the camera. I'm going to shut my eyes up because it looks weird. I'm going to get up in the camera. See? See, I had thick eyebrows when I was younger. And in my brain, I still have thick eyebrows because realistically, I can't see very well without my glasses on. So from the time I get up, my glasses are on my face. As you can see, my frames cover my eyebrows. So in my brain, I still have thick eyebrows. But realistically, I don't. I looked at them the other day. My eyebrows are not as thick as they used to be. Just like my armpit hair, which I'm gonna be nice and not show you my armpits. But like, I've never been a girl who, this may be TMI. I've never been a girl who does a whole bunch of shaving. But then at the beginning of either this summer or the end of last summer, I really took again, I'm a person, I wash, I keep going, I don't think, you know, and then I really took a look because usually right before vacation, I would shave my armpits. Just not for me because I don't care, but just in case some of y'all get offended by armpit hair, okay, I'll go ahead and shave. But then I really took a close look instead of just blindly washing and stepping. I took a close look and realized, oh, I do not have any armpit hair. Where did my armpit hair go? I have not shaved in at least 10 years. Where did my armpit hair go?
How do I get that?
And I did a brief search online. Apparently, one of the symptoms that nobody mentions with menopause, along with so many others, is that some women just kind of their hair thins in various places. Luckily, my hair is thinner than it used to be as a kid. I used to have really thick hair on my head as a kid, and I have noticed that when I go to comb and detangle my hair, it's not as much of a chore as it used to be, and I think that's because my hair is thinning. Okay, but it's not thinning to a point where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need, I got bald patches. It's just when I comb my hair, it's thinner. And I've also noticed that my armpit hair, it's gone. It just went bye
I
bye.
wish.
There's a few strands there left, but not enough to make it even worth the trouble of shaving my armpits. But also my eyebrows are thinner than they used to be. And I saw just a few weeks ago that one of the makeup companies, one of the mass market ones like Maybelline, L'Oreal, one of them, has been pushing in my FYP this pencil, this pencil that's got like it's
It
got like
has like
three
different hairs. So
it's got like
you,
2 or 3 points on it,
yeah.
so that when you go to make more realistic hairs in here. And I was thinking about getting one.
I need
I
to
don't
get one. If you
I
get it,
don't
let me
wear
know.
yeah, I don't wear a lot of makeup at all, but when I go out, I'll put BB cream on my face and I will put lipstick on, not lip liner and all that mess, just a quick little swipe of lipstick.
I
And
don't do lip liner
but
either.
but I
And I
feel
see you
like
girls these.
I want my eyebrows back because I'm looking and I feel like my eyebrows are gone. And I mean, I haven't plucked my eyebrows since the number in front of my age was a 1. Okay?
I've never
So
plucked my eyebrows.
I
I've only shaved them.
I mean, I tried it a couple times and that was it. I would rather just brush. All I used to do was just like brush my eyebrows so that the hairs were all going in the right direction.
We're gonna time out for just a second. Ronald says that hubby passed through just as the smoke detector beeped, and he said, "Girl, fix that. Every time I hear it, it stresses me out."
It's not just you, Ronald's hubby, because my boss Terry does the same thing whenever I do a voice note or call her on the phone.
And it
He's
beeps in the
like,
background.
she's like, and she sent me a text. She was like, guess what? My smoke detector started beeping, and you know what I did? I got on a chair and put a new battery in it.
Don't
And
worry,
I'm
guys.
like,
Whenever
girl, good for you. Remember last time I got up on a chair? I fell and broke my ankle.
when I go to your house, when we're getting ready to leave for the cruise, I'm gonna get there just a little extra early, and I'm gonna go in the room and I'm gonna change the smoke detector batteries. Just that one. The rest of them in the house can beep, but just that one that's in the room that you're in, I'm gonna
Oh
change it.
Lord. Speaking of trip.
Ronald
Oh,
says he's ordering a task rather right now.
hush. Speaking of which, your father talking about audacity.
Audacity.
Your
Matt
father
is the
has
man.
already your father has already decided that he wants to put some luggage in the van so that he doesn't have to
Yes,
check it on the plane.
he
Did he
called
ask
me
you?
at work.
Oh, okay, so he did ask you.
He called
Okay,
me at
so
work
he
and he was
wasn't
like,
just using his
"What?"
audacity.
Yeah, no, he called me at work and he was like, "Yeah, the we're doing the." He was. Oh, he asked, "Do Ari and Tyler and me and Wayne want to share a hotel room again?" And we're like,
Hmm.
"Yeah, if it saves money, sure. It's for one night. We could care less." And then he's like, "Also, we're gonna be getting shirts again. It's gonna be like $10 per shirt." And I'm like, "Okay, cute."
I didn't realize we
Um,
were getting shirts. I was just looking at my Google Keep, and I have the shirt sizes from last year.
mhm.
So I guess everybody's still the same size.
I am. After this, we need to discuss what size shirt you have for Wayne, just to make sure that that one's right, because I think we had it wrong last time.
Okay.
But so that, and then he's like, also, how big is the van that y'all have this year compared to the one that we have last year? Do you think if everybody's got small luggage, we could sneak slide a few extra pieces? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give Ari your number so y'all can discuss that. Because Ari's got all the van information. I'm like, I'm gonna give Ari your number so that y'all can sort that out. Because I
Okay.
don't know how big.
I
I don't
I, fe- I
remember how
feel
big last
better.
was.
I feel better because honestly, um, let's see, we moved on from Yarny Crafty, but I have started the process of seaming the squares for the duster. Oh, I forgot you were making a duster. I
Yes,
can't
and
wait to
I'm
see
so
that
excited
when
to
it's
see it.
done. Yes,
This
but
is why I hate sewing,
I,
Ronald. You know, it's the worst. Also,
but
Robin says they don't have batteries in their smoke detector. We only have batteries in our smoke detector because we had a house inspection and had to put all our smoke detectors back because all of our smoke detectors were sitting on countertops off of the thing.
you mean when the rental company came through and did the
Yes.
inspection, they put it up, they put them back.
No, we put them back before they came and inspected the house.
Oh,
Yes.
but no, in the past, I love my husband, but in the past, he would have just assumed that
As soon as we had space.
he would assume that he could put his suitcases in our van because we are all children and he is the adult, so he is going to have. But I think,
He has accepted
thankfully,
that now that I'm 33, I'm an adult actually and paying for this van.
yes, thankfully he is. And when we get off this call, I need to pay Ari, by the way, before the money disappears.
Mm-hmm.
So don't let me forget.
Yeah.
Um, so are we getting into our media consumption?
I think so.
Do you have anything that you want to watch before talk about before I rattle off my stuff?
I don't think so. I can't remember if I discussed it last time, but I finished that time I got drunk and saved a demon.
Mm-hmm.
And I have lent it to one of my coworkers at work because they like every time I come from break they're like, "How was your break? Did you read your book?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I would tell them just the interesting thing that happened in my book during that section, as long as it wasn't scandalous. In which case I would say, actually, it was very scandalous. It got scandalous. Um, but my coworker, after hearing me describe the book, she's like, "Actually, when you finish it, I'd like to borrow it if you're okay with that." I'm like, "Sure." So, and then another coworker heard that and was like, "Can I also get on the borrowing train?" So we'll see who all actually wants to borrow it. But one friend does have the book.
Well,
It's
hopefully
on the
you'll
door.
get your book back because I lent a book called the I Hate to Cook book, which
Mm-hmm.
is out of print. I lent it to somebody because I had like an old original
Mm-hmm.
copy, not like a reprint, an old copy from the 60s. I lent it to somebody. They stopped working there. I never got my book back.
Well, one, I don't think any of these people are going to stop working at the company. Two, outside of me, because I'm new, all of these people are very like intertwined with their friendships and stuff. So I could talk to any number of people to say, "Hey, so and so still has my book. Can you get in contact with them? I would like my book back."
Well, good.
I was also thinking about
Now
getting
that I
one of
think
those.
about it, I should look and see if that book, if there's a reprint of that book, and I can put it on my Christmas list because I want that book. I still think about that book.
I was also thinking about getting one of those, the library like embosser, like personal library embosser things. So you like
Uh
emboss
huh.
the front page. That's like, this is from the library of. I want to get one of those. I
That'd
have
be
one in
cute.
my Amazon cart right now. It's like $30. Um, so I finished that book. So for Robin, who is in our unofficial book club, I finished that one, and I am trying
So books
to.
that I'm reading, I should put them under the book club tab in the Discord.
Yes,
Okay.
I just changed the "What are you reading" tab to unofficial book club.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I just changed the name of it. But I went back to this one. I'm determined to finish it. I
That's
started
the
it
one
this.
that you're supposed to be lending to me.
Yes, I was reading this one last cruise. That's
Yeah.
how long it was taking me to finish this book. But I am. You can. I'm so close. I'm so close. And I'm like, I'm at the climax of the book of like the it. I don't want to spoil it because I am going to lend it to you, but I'm so close to finishing it. And this is my new. I've decided this is my new read on my 30-minute break at work book. So I'm going to finish it.
Cool. Well, since you started with books, I'm going to start with books. Um, well, no, I want to start with these other things and get them out of the way right quick
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
we don't have very long. This is kind of a shower thought, kind of a thing thought. I've been looking at um, some stuff that's been coming out. Like, have you seen the trailer for Ride or Die? Is a TV show on Amazon Prime.
I
It
don't think
has
it's
it has the chick from I'm saying chick, but I know she's in Ted Lasso. I haven't seen Ted Lasso, but I know she's in Ted Lasso. British lady, white British lady, and Octavia Spencer, and they're supposed to be best
okay.
friends,
Okay.
right? And I'm still gonna watch this series. I just haven't gotten around to it. Then I saw the trailer for a Spa Weekend. Have you seen that? The trailer for Spa
I
Weekend, which is
who's in
it's
that
got
one?
Michelle Buteau and um ah I
I'm
think
looking it up right
Anna
now.
Anna somebody who was in House Bunny
Okay, okay,
and
I recognize some of
um,
these actresses. Yes,
and I forget who the other one is.
Anna
But
Faris, Michelle Buteau,
yes,
Issa Fisher,
I
and
couldn't
Leslie
think of what
Mann.
her name was. Faris, yes. But like and there was a movie last year that had like one black person in it, one black lady and a bunch of other white ladies. You see the theme here. There's one black
Yes.
lady and all these white ladies, and I'm like, and every time I see these trailers, I'm like, this is unrealistic because normally all these black people, normally would be a bunch of black ladies hanging out or a bunch of white ladies hanging out. This feels like they're trying to make this more, diverse or
Woke.
whatever, or just getting names. That this is unrealistic. And then I saw the Spa Weekend trailer for the third time, and then realized I am Michelle
Girl, that's
Buteau.
you. Girl,
I
that's you. Is this story about us?
because because for those who don't know, Terry is white, Kim is white. So those are the two people that I hang out with every girls' weekend. So I'm the only black person.
It's you. This is you.
So why am I looking at these shows and going, that is so unrealistic? Having the one black person, and I'm
Wild.
like, wait a minute, that's me. Okay, the other one is that I was listening. Your father was falling asleep, right? And he falls asleep. We watch one show. He falls asleep, or turns his head, and I watch. If it's before 11:30, I'll watch something else because lately he's been falling asleep early. We used to, turn TV off. Both of us lay down at 11:30, turn TV off.
Mm-hmm.
He lately has been really tired, and so he'll like come home a little bit earlier because his new schedule is earlier as well. So we'll watch something like at 9:30. We'll be done at 10:30. He turns over and goes to sleep because he's already sleepy. I stay up for another hour at least before I turn the TV off and the lights off. Now I still do other stuff on my computer, maybe play a little game or whatever, but lights go off at like 11:30. Okay. So I was watching. Usually, I watch something that's just a little bit of talking or something that will not annoy him. He said in briefly that like games, so like if they're playing a game run through, that kind of annoys him. So I usually get somebody talking, like reading Reddit stories. He usually
Yeah.
falls asleep okay to that because he doesn't mind the TV being on, just if they are
It
talking
can't be
about
something
something
very jarring.
annoying,
Yeah.
right? So I was listening to Josh Johnson because I like Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson was talking about the
Were you listening
the
to his podcast with what's her name, or were you listening to like an interview with
no, I
him?
don't like the podcast because I don't like
That other
the
comedian.
I don't like
I
the
didn't
other.
think you would, which is why I was surprised.
I don't like her. But no, the one where he's on tour and he's the YouTube
Oh,
videos where he shows different tour
his
stops,
stand up. Yeah.
his stand up, and he was in Toronto and he was talking about the whole thing with the lettuce and the
Hmm.
cyclospora, and he kind of fixated on Taco Bell, and he was talk. So you saw this set, right?
Yeah, I watch every set that he has.
Okay, so
He's my
I don't
favorite
watch
comedian.
every set, but I watch a lot of them.
I watch
And he was
everyone.
talking about the cyclospora, and he was talking about Taco Bell, and he was like, really ragging on Taco Bell, and I thought your father was already asleep because he falls asleep as soon as he turns over. For those who don't know, my
He
husband
worked
used
at
to
Taco Bell.
manage a Taco Bell, not just worked at Taco Bell. He
Yeah.
worked at Taco Bell in high school, and then worked up to manager, and he managed the
Yes.
Taco Bell for several years and more than one location. And he was like, all of a sudden, I hear him go, Taco Bell uses real, what was it?
Lettuce? Oh,
No,
he was talking about the cilantro.
cilantro. Yes,
Yes.
Taco Bell does use real cilantro. They have cilantro, and
Not him
then
waking up out of full sleep. Taco Bell does use real cilantro.
and then and then and then I'm like, okay. And then he turns back up. He didn't even like sit up. I just hear his voice.
Turned over to say
He's
it.
laying down, and I hear his voice. Taco Bell uses real cilantro. I don't know what he's talking about. Taco Bell uses real cilantro.
That's so funny.
And then, but
That's
after the
hilarious.
cilantro bit, he's still talking about Taco Bell. And
Yes.
your father is like turns over and he's like this. He's like, when is he gonna stop talking about Taco Bell? I'm like, you have not worked at Taco Bell for 20 years. Why are you defending
Not
Taco
him
Bell?
acting like he owns the company. Don't talk
Why,
about my
why,
business.
why are you defending Taco Bell? He doesn't even hardly eat Taco Bell.
That's so funny.
I can't even remember the last time he stopped at a Taco Bell because it's been years.
Yeah.
We don't even eat at Taco Bell anymore. Why is he defending Taco Bell?
That is so funny. Because the only equivalent that I have is the longest job that I worked was when I worked at Waffle House for 3 years. And anytime the Waffle House that I worked at got eaten by a sinkhole. And that's hilarious to me. I talk about I talk shit about Waffle House all the time. They should not have a book under the counter that says this is what we can cook if the power goes out. This is what we can cook if if we don't have any water. This is like no, shut
Uh-huh.
down, shut down, sir.
But Taco Bell is the barometer. If they shut down, then
You
then
mean Waffle
something's
House,
really
yeah.
wrong. I mean, yeah, Waffle
Yeah,
House. Then something's really wrong.
crazy. That is so funny.
But also on to books.
Ooh,
Now I
can I
forgot.
interrupt for one more
Go
second?
ahead. Hmm.
As you were talking about stuff, it reminded me that I saw this trailer yesterday, and I really want to see it. Have you seen the trailer? I don't think this would be really a movie that you would like, but I'm wondering
Hmm.
if you've seen the trailer for Children of Blood and Bone.
No, I haven't.
It looks so good. It looks really good. I think it's based on a book, and so I want to read
Interesting.
the book. But it looks like most, if not the entire cast is black. And from the bits that I saw from the trailer, it seems that this tribe of people had magic, and then somebody or something did something to like remove the magic. But it's following this one girl who has like white hair, and so I think that's like maybe a sign that she's supposed to have magic, but her magic was taken away. But they're trying to bring the magic back, and she's supposed to be like the chosen one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be really good. And I think it's a book because I think I saw the book for it at Mr. K's last time I was there. So I need to go check
Uh,
that out next time I
they
go.
saw the
Ronald,
Hadestown Pro Shot over the weekend. It has oversold Hamilton's theatrical release. Ooh,
I
interesting.
need to see Hades Town. I watched Hamilton once they put it on Disney. Actually, I watched Hamilton before that because it fell off a truck. But I watched Hamilton.
No, I
Disney
waited.
was
I got my Disney account to watch Hamilton.
Now I looked it up and watched it after it off of a truck, and then watched it again on Disney because I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
I waited until it was on Disney, and that was the reason I got my Disney account.
So what is pro shot? What does that mean? I thought it was going to come to me and then it didn't. What does that mean?
But I want to see I want to see Six, the musical, which is coming in August. And I don't know if that's going to be like a one night only
Mm-hmm.
because the ads make it look like it's going to be a one night only. I don't know if that's going to be a one night only or if it's going to run for at least a weekend.
Oh, so it is going to be like Hamilton where they film
Yeah,
it live on stage.
yeah,
Ah, I see. I want to see it. I need to know when the Hades Town one comes out because I want not a
yeah,
movie. It's not a movie. It's a live film. Like Cats.
yeah.
Like when we watched Cats.
Like when we watch Cats on PBS, yeah.
Yeah, not Cats 2016, but the other
Yeah,
Cats.
Six is going to be for about 6 days. Oh, I got to talk somebody into going with me. Or maybe I'll just get a lift and go by
Just go.
myself. I am a grown up. I could do that.
I'll drive 2 hours to go watch this movie with
Or
you.
I could do it on a Monday and maybe Chloe could go with me. Chloe and Isaac could go with me. Maybe.
You have options.
I have options. I have options because that'll be in August. Because Terry does. Because Six is just rap adjacent that I don't think Terry would go
You know,
watch it.
that you like it.
So, but
But you were talking about books.
talking about books. Well, I finally got my library hold for. Oh, I need to plug my phone up. I finally got my library hold for. Um, what is it? Legends and Lattes. What
Yes.
it's called. And I read like the first chapter and a half, and I'm like,
Not feeling it. It has a little bit of a slow start, but it's a very like it has a slow start, slow middle, and slow end basically because it like
mhm,
there's a bit of climax towards the like end of the book, but the whole it's meant to be a cozy book, so it's
mhm,
really a lot of like admin. Are we gonna add this coffee? What are we gonna do? How do we
mhm.
get people to like it's a which I really enjoy. I love a cozy book where it's like not
Well,
much is going on, but
I
it's just
love
a
a
little bit.
cozy book too. I don't know if it's because for me sometimes, and I know this is weird, but for me sometimes the font of a book can turn me off. And I'm sounding very neurospicy here, and I'm not neurospicy, I'm telling you. But sometimes the font of a book can turn me off. Quit rolling your eyes.
Anyway.
But sometimes the font of a book, because it's just like, I don't know if it makes my eyes
Yeah.
tired or it just makes the paragraphs look too dense, and I'm not big on dense paragraphs.
You know how
Or
you can solve that problem?
well, the thing is, I borrowed it from the library, and they only had it under the
Oh,
Libby thing, so I
yeah.
can't really change the font.
Oh no, I was gonna say the audiobook. Just
That's
but you
the
have
other
to
thing I was
re-borrow
thinking
it.
because I was thinking because your brother activated that 3 months of audiobooks on Spotify, and Legend and Lattes is on Spotify.
Hmm.
So I guess I could try it, but I'm not a big audiobook person. But also another thing that gets me on, and this is a hump that can be overcome, but a lot of things that gets me, particularly in fantasy things, is where you start in the first paragraph and they're using a whole lot of words that are for their world that
Fantasy
I
name,
don't know.
fantasy place, fantasy magic word, fantasy person, fantasy magic.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
No, I don't get
yes,
into
a
it.
whole lot of words. Like in the very first sentence, I thought they were talking about a person or a thing, and she was talking about her sword. And I'm like, okay.
It like once you get to the
that that's
cafe.
that's
It
the kind
levels
of
up.
thing. That's the kind of thing where you can get over that hump. But sometimes I don't even read a book because it's like I get in the first paragraph and it's like we're in Alondria where the Google Snorp of the Bloobity Blop is running the Blobby Bloop, and I'm like, can you at least give me more real world words and sprinkle these fantasy words in a little sparingly till I get closer to the middle of the book?
Just, just get to when they get to the cafe. If you can make it to when they get to the cafe, a lot of that is just background for like, some of it comes into play a little bit later, but most of it not really. Most of the book is just about them trying to run a cafe.
But the other reason I think because I'm in the middle of this other thing, I also was like, well, I'll read a little bit of this, and it's so totally different in tone than the thing that I'm about to tell you about. Then I'm like, I don't know if I've got the headspace for this yet. Let me go back to this and finish this.
Hmm.
Because I'm also not a person who typically reads two books at a
Oh,
time.
me either.
I
Either.
read the one book and then I'm good. Usually I read one book and then like if it's in a series, I read the next book in the series before I move on to another book because I'm in that world. So let me go ahead and read two or three books. Which
Hmm.
brings me to I mentioned at the top of the stream, Venus Savan. I was reading that isekai, was not feeling it. I went back and she had another isekai that was listed as as a romantic comedy. I'm in the third book. There's the barely any romance till we get to the third book, number one,
Hate that.
which is fine. Everything doesn't have to be a romance. That's part of the reason why I'm reading an
But if you're
isekai. Because I'm
advertising
trying.
yourself as a
Yeah,
romance,
if you're
that's what frustrates me.
advertising, and I should know better. If you're advertising yourself as funny, 9 times out of 10, I don't think you're funny. If you put in your thing that you're funny, a lot of times I don't think you're funny. And if you put laugh out loud funny, guaranteed that I'm not going to find you funny.
Impossible. I don't. I can think of maybe one time that I laughed aloud at a book. That is just not how I experience books. I think, like it. I've read books
No,
and they
I've
are
laughed out
funny.
loud. I've laughed out loud at books, but the thing is, if you proclaim in your synopsis that you are laugh out loud funny, then you're usually
Mm,
not the type of comedy that I find. It feels like you're trying too hard.
yeah.
And in this book, it didn't feel like they were trying at all. It's just not that funny. I mean,
Nope.
there's a few things that were witty and mildly amusing, but not that funny. But let me. The series that I am reading is called. It's called "The Villainous Route Is Broken" by Vita Savan. It's an isekai. It's she has a master's in finance. She went and at the beginning of the book she is on Instagram and she is seeing all her friends jet off on these weekends because they've got these six-figure salaries and all this other stuff. Excuse me. She did well in school too. And she got done. It's not like she was a C student. She did well in school too. She graduated. She sent out 200 applications, did not get a job.
Ooh.
She is working two jobs just to make ends meet. She can't even afford to go and get a boba on the way home. Her
Not a
feet hurt.
boba.
Her feet hurt. Her hair is greasy. She can't get the smell of, you know, day old grease and fries out of her clothes. She is just so on the way home, she stops at a temple that her mother used to, take her to when she was a little girl. And she just stops and she's just talking to the idol. She's like, listen, I don't even know if I believe this stuff anymore, but I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm hurt. My body hurts. Why does everybody else have a job? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever gods visit this temple, any one of y'all, I'm praying to all of you. One of you, just tell me what I need to do to get out of this situation because this is driving me crazy. Idol falls on her head and kills her
Of course.
because it's in Isekai. She
Yeah.
wakes up
in this place called Amberville, and she is the governor's daughter. And but the governor is a lazy governor who's not he's not really corrupt, as in he's not doing the corrupt stuff himself. He's just too lazy to notice what's going on in his office so other people have
Are
room to
doing the
do.
crap stuff.
It's like he's not stealing the gold, but he didn't bother to lock the door, kind of
Is
thing.
he lazy or is he stupid?
No, he's lazy. He's not stupid.
Okay.
He's just lazy. He's just lazy. And so basically, the god whose idol hit her in the head heard her and said, "Okay, now you are in this fictional. It's a lit RPG. You are in this gamer style world. You are the villainess. Okay, you have 3 years to get you to spend all your money and get your family exiled. And if that happens, then I will drop you back in your body. You will not be dead. I will drop you back in your original body, and you will have $1 billion. Right?
Say less. I don't even know these people. Say less. I'll burn this town to the
Except
ground.
the problem, and all of this I'm giving you is in the synopsis of the first
Yeah.
book. So, I'm not, no spoilers I'm giving you. But so she's like, yeah, I can do this. Perfect. I can be a villain. Fine. She's a Cambodian woman, by the way. Brown skinned Cambodian woman. She wakes up in the body, of course, of a white lady.
What?
White, but beautiful. Not that she was a bad looking woman herself, but this is like beauty beyond compare. Hair down to her butt, kind of thing. Black hair down to her butt, kind of thing. Okay. But she's also kind of a practical woman in her real life, right? And she has this little dragon that nobody can see that floats around and talks to her, but she can talk to the dragon in her head, so at least people don't think she's crazy. Um, she she has 21,000 gold. Okay, so she's like, oh, 21,000 gold, I can spend this easy. Till she realizes that one gold is equal to $1,000. So if I can do the math right in my head, she has kind of like $21 million because she keeps getting $1,000 for each birthday. I mean, 1,000 gold for each birthday, and she just turned 22. She's 28
Okay.
in real life, but she just turned 22. So now she has 22,000 gold.
And she's got to
And
spend
so
it all.
so so like to build, and but also this is a world that's like she says medieval, but it's not medieval. It's just like 1800s maybe, or
Okay.
1700s, because there's no trains yet. So it's like
Okay. So
everything is like,
pre-industrial.
it's like everything is carriages. It's pre-industrial,
I'm
but
listening. My laptop is dying. The plug is right
okay.
here.
But there's magic. There is
Okay.
magic, but
Even
also
easier. Spend the money.
there's no TVs, there's no cars, so there's nothing big that she can spend the money on. She can't give it away as charity because the system will just give it back to her.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do.
Because she started out like, okay, I'll just give the waitresses big tips and stuff like that. No, the system gives it back to her with interest, so it makes it
Not
harder.
interest.
Yes, and to build this whole house that I'm in would be like 900 gold. So like, I
And she's
mean,
got.
she has 21,000 gold.
Girl
So
better
it's
start
like
gambling.
it's like really hard to get rid of the money. But so she at first she's like, getting all the most expensive food and buying new clothes and stuff like that, and she's still having trouble getting rid of money. And then she's like, you know what? I have not left the estate. Let me leave the estate and see what's out there. She goes out, leaves the estate, realizes, because her father is a negligent governor, that there is no trash collection, there is no animal. What's the people who pick up the stray dogs? There's no,
No
so
animal
they're like,
control.
there's like chickens, goats, dogs, everything is pooping and peeing in the street. The market, she goes to the market and all the rotting veg is just left on the side of the road, and the whole, she's like, she has to cast a spell to not smell how bad this world is. And so she's like, oh no, if I gotta walk around out here, y'all cleaning this mess up. And so she starts hiring people to clean
Okay.
stuff up. And then it's like,
Does giving the people jobs count as charity?
no. So
Oh,
she
okay.
starts hiring people because it's nasty. And then it's like, well, and then they start working 12-hour days. She said, no, no, no. People are not working 12-hour days, because she remembers when she had to work 12, 15-hour days. That's ridiculous. No. If there's more work to be done, then we need to hire more people.
Hire more people. Yep.
So
I
her
live in
father,
her world.
so
I don't have her as
basically,
my
so
president.
basically, her father gave her this one district because, like, she wanted to go to the council and, have control of everything, and he's like, no, to avoid having to mess with all the paperwork, she's spending her own money instead of using town money. She's spending her money, her personal money,
Yeah.
and
It makes
hiring
sense.
her own personal crews. And she has this one section. Well, she's cleaned up her one section, and she's paying people way more than they were getting paid everywhere else. So people are coming from other districts to work in her district because they're getting paid, and they get paid overtime, and they get good food, and she buys them like protective gear, because, like, if you're going to clean out nasty bathrooms, then because they have like what are
Chasing down
called,
stray
they have like
dogs.
what are called like bathhouses, which is like public
I know
bathrooms
that
and
now.
showers, all, well, not what we think of as bathhouses in this world. It's public toilets and public bath
Oh.
and shower all in the same kind of house
Okay.
thing that you can go to, because people don't have it like in their
Indoor
house.
plumbing, yeah.
So you go there to take a shower and stuff.
Okay.
And so, she's like, if people are not, I'm not gonna have people working there and
And getting gross.
have be gross without having gloves and all this other stuff. And she buys them uniforms so that people can recognize I'm part of Lady Lenara's cleaning crew, and all of a sudden they're standing up taller because, like, they're getting respect because they're the cleaning people, and all this other kind of stuff. So she's supposed to be trying to get, like, her
Stipend?
her likability, or her reputation, I guess, is like, out of 100, she starts out at 45. She's trying to get it down to 0 so she can get exiled, and she's trying to get her money down to
But
0.
everyone likes her.
But she's paying people money, and so her likability, her reputation keeps going up, and she's making things that keep bringing her back money. Like, she invented boba in this world because they don't have boba, and she invented popcorn chicken because they don't have popcorn
Okay.
chicken.
I've got it. The master plan. Tell me, once you finish the book, tell me how if this plays out or not. Master plan. Continue doing what she's doing. Get all of these people to like her. Everybody will learn that she's good at running her district. She'll get control over other districts until she gets all of this stuff. And then all of a sudden, she makes a big left swing. Like, she has to do a big betrayal of, like, we're selling the district, or like, oh, actually I'm firing everyone, or like do something to, like, get rid of everything.
Yeah,
all
I
at
think
once.
that's where we're leaning to now, because I am reading. I, I started Thursday. I'm on the third book because we're about to talk about what I dislike about these books, because the
Okay.
story is very interesting.
It sounds interesting.
But
That's what you tell it just now.
first of all, each book is 700 pages. I read books that are between 150 and 250. I used to read 350-page books when I was, like, in high school.
Check how many pages are in this book.
700 pages. And that's not like 700 Kindle pages. I looked up the paperback. These are 700 paperback pages.
379.
Exactly.
So
And
it's
that's
almost
a lot
double
for me.
this.
That's a lot for me.
That's like reading a She Who Shall Not Be Named. That's like reading a Harry Potter.
700. Each book is 700 pages.
That's like reading a Lord of the Rings.
Exactly. Number one.
Grace.
But the problem is, I don't mind because I know there was a palaver several months ago on these TikTok videos where these girls were talking about why do these authors put so many words in here? I don't want to read all these words. And everybody was like, words, that's what books are for, words. There was a whole, you remember
I
the
forgot
whole,
about this. Yes, I forgot that happened, and it still sounds so silly every time.
and there were
Why
and
are
there
there so
were
many words in this book?
and then there were people who were like giving people a hard time for skimming books, and that's why I hesitate to say out loud that I do skim.
Girl,
But
it's your life. If you want to skim the book, skim the book. That's how you're enjoying the book.
Mhm.
Don't. My issue is you can enjoy a piece of media however you like to.
Mhm.
If you, once you go past this line and are then making demands of the person creating the media, you have
Mhm.
gone past your line. This is
Yeah.
your line up to how I enjoy the media. If I want to watch all the Lord of the Rings out of order, if I want to watch them in Spanish even though I don't know Spanish, if I want to turn the TV upside down and invert the colors, or if I want to like read the book from back to front or whatever, I can do all of that. Once I start saying, hey, actually, you're using too many words in your book, you have gone past your line.
Well, I'm about to go past my line.
Girl.
I'm about to go past my line.
Girl.
But again, I'm not telling her what she needs. Well, I guess I am telling her what she needs to do. I'm going to tell you why I skim the book. Let's put
Yeah,
it that way.
I feel like instead of phrasing it like the author needs to do this, say, I don't like it this way, I would prefer it to be this way. Because having your opinions is one thing. Telling somebody how to live their life is another thing.
Yeah, because I mean, if you go on Amazon, she's got several books. She's got several series. So she keeps writing them, so she must be making money off of them. Because you're not going to keep writing them and putting them up there if people aren't buying them, is my opinion. If you're an independent, because she's an independent author from what I can see. And you're not going to keep putting them up there if people aren't buying them. Because this is not like just dropped recently. This is over years. So you're not going to keep doing it if people aren't reading them. But the thing is that they're very long, which I've read long books, but I feel like if there had been a good editor, some of this could have been cut out. Because there is a lot, like, for instance, there's a situation where she buys some animals, and so now she has 4 animals. And from that point on, every time you have a scene change where we walk into a room to see what's going on in this room, they spend a page and a half telling you where every one of these animals is sitting. And it's not just that the animal is sitting there, but like Salem the cat is sitting on the back of the couch like she is a princess who does not approve of what is going on in this room. I mean, that kind of description.
Okay.
Every time you walk into the room, you have to know where all the animals are. So that's 2 pages already that I'm skipping. There's this thing with like a privacy charm that she can activate, because I told you this that makes the room soundproof, right? And the first time she used it, it's like, she made everybody leave the room. It's just her and Maris. So, of course, he sits down. She walks over to her desk. She reaches into her desk and pulls out the charm. He looks at the charm. She presses the button. And then all of a sudden, the room is silent, as if the words don't know how to leave because they want to stay here with their big description.
Okay, yeah.
Whole page of description of how the charm works. Which is fine the first time. Every time afterwards that she uses the silence charm, we get that whole sequence again. Not the same exact words, but because she gives a different
explanation.
She gives a whole different description of how the words can't manage to leave the room, and then they start talking.
It's giving watching
She does
Sailor Moon.
She does that 4 times before she finally gets down to the 5th time. Is like she took the charm out and activated it, and they started talking in a sentence. Yeah. It's like, you could have done that the other 3 times. So that's another 6 pages that I cannot get back now.
It's giving in Sailor Moon whenever she transforms and has the whole transformation
Uh
sequence
huh.
every time.
Yes, yes, yes. And there's words that she reuses a lot, like, or description she reuses a lot. Like in this book, there's a lot of now I know the shape of the thing. Or whenever somebody says something, it's like she says something and then she goes, there, that landed.
Okay.
Or there, that landed well. Or there, that landed. And she
Yeah.
does, every time somebody does something, it's not just somebody sat down. There's this structure of she blank like a woman who blank,
Okay.
and again that's a whole big long paragraph
Yeah.
of that. And so there's like you could cut a good 200 pages out of each of these books. But the thing is, I keep reading them because the story is interesting.
Yeah.
Because then you get to the part, with like battles or different things, and it's like I'm glued and I'm reading and the situation is going on and it's interesting and stuff. Or when she described how she created boba in this world, I read all of that step by step
Yeah.
because it was interesting. But then, or like when every time she opens her chest of charms, she has the book has a bullet pointed list of every kind of
Your
charm
inventory.
of the inventory. Every time. We don't need that every time. Those books
Yeah.
could be
I
shorter.
I have not read any like lit RPGs. Is that like a common thing with lit RPGs, or it just
No,
seems to be with her writing?
no, it's her writing. It's her writing.
Hmm.
It's not common. It's her writing. And the funny thing is that this is a lit RPG, but the lit RPG part of it is not as present. Like I read the first few chapters of Dungeon Crawler Carl,
Hmm.
and that's also a lit RPG.
Yeah.
Which is funny to me that a lit RPG has gone mainstream because that book seems to have gone mainstream because everybody seems to be
Absolutely
reading it.
has. Everyone's reading
And
it.
it's a lit RPG. But the whole heads up display and the stats and everything is much more evident in that book
Hmm.
than is in this book. They only mention the system and stuff occasionally in this book. And you rarely see the heads up display in this book. And I wouldn't mind seeing more of that. The only reminder you get of it being lit RPG is that the little dragon is there talking to her.
Hmm.
But you don't really get reminders of her stats. Like I'm 11 chapters into this third book, and I don't even know where her money stands right now.
Ooh.
I mean, I'd like to know. They haven't
Yeah.
done a check in on her money since the. Yeah, I
Um.
see Ronald
Okay.
asking what a lit RPG is.
A lit RPG is a literary RPG, so it's in the
Literary
book.
role playing game.
Yeah. Ronald knows what an RPG is. And so in the book, the character is in an RPG, is in a game. So like she was saying, there will be like heads up displays seeing what their stats are at. So if it's more of like an action adventure or like a dungeon crawler car or something, you'll see like the strength or the shielding or stuff like that, or like how much magical ability you have. You'll see your stats of like your money and stuff. And they're usually again, I have not read any, but this is just based on my knowledge of them. They're usually like working towards some sort of goal or something, and like
Yeah,
but it uses like RPG mechanics as if it like in real life. So
yeah,
like,
the
oh,
only
I pick
one,
up gold and I
this is
see.
like my second one that I've read. The only other one that I've read completely through, because I've read other ones like the first couple chapters just enough to know that this isn't for me. The only one that I've read completely through, which I cannot remember the name of the book off the top of my head, but it
Probably
was
mentioned it in the
one,
stream.
but it's one where um, it's a young man and he dies and an angel comes to him and says you can just like die and go to heaven and be with your family or whatever, or you can be in this other world, but you can't, but if you go in this other world you can't ever go die and be to heaven and be with your parents and whoever. So he chooses to go to this other world, and the world, and they explain to him all in the beginning of the world. Everybody in the world knows in that book. Everybody in the world knows that that this is how their world works. They don't know about like our modern world. They think this is what life is, a lit RPG, and so everybody has heads up displays. Everybody can see, and sometimes they can see each other's displays, and they can see when you've gotten, but they're able to get skill points and stats for things like cooking and landscaping and shopkeeping. It's not all just battle and strength and stuff. You find where you're going to fit in, and he ends up being like a coffee shop person or whatever. But but everybody in that world, I really liked that one. I don't know why I never read the second book, but everybody in that world knows about having stats, and they talk to each other about how to improve your stats and all that other kind of stuff. This one I'm reading now, nobody, it's an isekai on top of a lit RPG, which means nobody knows that they're in a world with stats. She's the only one who knows, and she's going by a different name, and she's in a different body and everything. She's the only one who knows that she has an objective to get up out of here. But I mean, the story itself, I'm really interested in the story, and that's why I've managed
to read it.
It's that's why I've managed to make it through the book. Maybe if it was on audio, it might be easier to get through. I might actually look and see, but no, because if it's on audio, then I can't skim, and I can't listen if somebody puts it on 3 times speed. I can't understand. I know a lot of people listen.
3 times is a lot. 2 times max.
I can't do 2 times speed. Sometimes I do 1.5 times speed on TikTok if somebody's being, I want to hear the story, but you're taking too long. I'll do 1.5 times speed, and that's as fast as I can go. 2 times speed, I can't understand it. But the story is interesting. I want to see if she's going to stay, because they're bringing the romance to bear in the 3rd book. This is supposed to be the last book. They're starting to bring the romance to bear in the 3rd book. And so I don't know if they're going to try to turn it around where she's going to stay in this world, because she's gone 2 whole books going, I need television and a refrigerator. And she didn't talk about it a lot, but she does mention that, this world, she can't.
Yeah.
She can't the whole time. Whenever they touch on it, she's firmly on, I want to go back.
Yeah.
She's making this world as pleasant as she can, because she has to be here for 3 years, but she's trying to go back.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to take a romance and make it to where at the end she wants to stay. But it is interesting, but you do have to skim. Is what I had to do. I had to skim because it was just too much. But I might try. I'm on that isekai train apparently, because I also tried to watch Love in an Eastern something on Netflix, and that one jumped into. Normally, I want people to get to the point, but I'm looking up because I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But usually I want people to get to the point, but it was too quick. It's Love Game. Why did you just open and not give me the title? What are you doing? Love Game in Eastern Fantasy. It's a Chinese drama. It's another one. It's an isekai. It's another one where she has a favorite author, and she bought his new book, and she reads it, and she's kind of pissed with the way it's working out. So she sits at her computer and she writes a bad Goodreads type review, and then all of a sudden her computer goes glitchy, sucks her into the computer, and now she's in the book. but
Okay.
she's in the body of a villainess again.
Ooh.
So, but it's this. I have to rewatch the first episode because I watched the first episode with Chloe, and I got really confused about which person was who and what the setup is supposed to be. Because you know how on a lot of those Asian dramas they do a thing at the beginning where they have like the art streaming past and they have a narrator reading the story to you
Yeah.
once upon a time in the blah 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 before they get to the live action part. Yeah, all of that part that they did in the beginning, somehow it didn't sink in my brain, so I need to rewatch it to
Gotcha.
understand who's the villain, who's the hero, what are we trying to do here. But I think that one, it's not listed as a comedy, but I think it
Meant to be a
plays
comedy?
like it plays like a comedy.
Okay. What is it listed as? Drama?
I'm looking right now.
I feel like
Let's see,
sometimes those
maturity rate, genre, fantasy TV. This show is quirky, imaginative, and romantic. So I guess the quirky counts as comedy because it is kind of goofy.
I wish I knew what criteria Netflix is using for their descriptors. Like
Yeah.
what what calls, because I have seen this particularly on Netflix. I have seen
Like
several
she gets
things like on
thrown
the descriptor, like
in.
that's incorrect. Game in progress.
She gets thrown, and this is immediately what happens after she gets thrown in.
Ooh, bombs. Oh my gosh.
Before they get to the live action part.
It's
So
like
yeah, it
playing a
is.
little
Yeah, it is kind of.
Google game.
It's a little kind of quirky or whatever. So
It looks cute.
I'm in an isekai mood, I guess. And I've been rewatching people react to teach you a lesson. I
Oh,
think
that
I'm
one with the
kind of.
bad kids?
Yes. Did you watch that?
I didn't watch it. I remember you talking about it specifically. But
Well,
I
you
didn't
have
watch it.
Netflix for at least another month or so
True.
until I run out of money, so you can watch it. Also, did you play Unhinged? No, you
And that's
didn't.
it for our stream. Thanks everybody for joining us. It's been
You're
so great.
rude. Also, they've got now since you've got Netflix for a little while, they've got mini golf. They just dropped yesterday. Your sister and I were playing mini golf. That's the only reason I know about the Demi Gorgon thing is because the mini golf courses are in the different worlds from Netflix shows. So they have a Bridgerton.
Oh,
They have two Bridgerton golf courses. They have a they have Stranger Things got two courses, I think, and then Squid Game
okay.
golf
I was
courses.
like, what are the big Netflix shows? Because Stranger Things definitely. I forgot Bridgerton was a Netflix series.
Yeah,
Totally forgot that.
I don't know
And
how.
then Squid Games I knew. I don't know why I forgot that it was Netflix. I think because it also is a book, I was thinking it was its own separate thing.
Hmm.
I forgot that it was, because that's a Netflix original, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that it was a Netflix original.
So yeah, we played the first Bridgerton course yesterday. Of course, she beat me.
Of course.
But
Chloe's too good.
yeah, I mean, it's mildly amusing if you're sitting on a Saturday afternoon and have nothing better to do. The only annoying thing, because it has like power ups and stuff, the only annoying thing is that you can't just play two people. They
Don't
make
put
it
two computers.
they put two computer people in. Same
That's
thing with
annoying.
same thing with the Lego game. We've played the Lego party game on Netflix several times, but they always add two computer people in, which is annoying to me. I just
Yeah.
want to play with me and my other person because now I got to wait for the other two people to take their turn.
No, I feel you. That is annoying. I think I was joking earlier, but I think we are done.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Well, thank you, everyone. You know how YouTube works. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Drink your water, like my mother. And we'll...
You
Is
mean
that not
you mean,
water?
you mean drink your Fresca?
Not Fresca! No! I thought you were being so healthy! I said
No,
I was drinking I've been drinking Sundrop all morning.
No, I already had water.
No, I love it.
I'll
When I
drink
first got
I drank a iced coffee, and then I'll drink a water, and then I'll drink like a fresco or something, and then I'll drink a water, and then I'll drink a tea, and then I'll drink a water to try.
Ronald, I also miss the rock music. I wish we had. I will maybe go on the hunt for another rock music again because the only ones that we still have in here are Fuzz Buzz,
Oh,
crazy and aggressive, or what's the other one? Soft hip hop. Was that the other one? I can't even hear the soft hip hop. I miss the rock music too, Ronald.
that makes me think I miss, which you probably don't even know about this, but there used to be a podcast that did a top 10 countdown of podcast safe music, music
Oh,
that you only heard on other podcasts, and there were some songs on there that I
wasn't it
genuinely
called like the Pod Safe Countdown?
there were songs on there that I genuinely liked. I'm gonna have to do a search for that and put it in the thing for next week. Because there were some songs on there that I genuinely liked, and I used to listen to that show each week because I didn't really hear those songs on other podcasts. I heard them on that show,
Yeah.
and so I would listen to that show every week just to hear those songs, and and then I don't know what happened to that show.
Pod Safe Countdown,
But
Pod Music Countdown. I
that
don't
was
think I
like
remember the name of the
that was
podcast.
like early on before
Yeah,
famous people started doing podcasts when it was just guys in their
that
basement
was
doing
like back when I
podcasts.
was listening to Gadettes, I think.
Yes, yes.
Which
When it
I
was
went
when it
looking
was
for
just
Gadettes
when
a
it was
month
just
ago.
tech
It's
people
gone.
when it was just tech people and hobbyists doing podcasts before famous people figured out, oh, I can make some money on this, and then podcasts end up on Netflix and
Wow.
on YouTube because they have nothing to do with an iPod anymore. Podcasts, that
Well,
word doesn't even mean anything anymore.
podcasts on YouTube, I understand because one, some people like having a video component to their podcast.
But
Two,
then
a
it's not
lot.
a podcast.
But two, some people use YouTube Music instead of Spotify because they're crazy. And so
Hmm.
some people use, so it makes sense to have their podcast. Like, of course, you want to put a video because you don't want to put up
Hmm.
just audio and a blank screen or whatever.
Hmm.
But some people use YouTube Music, so it makes sense having podcasts on YouTube because people use YouTube Music to listen
I
to
mean,
it.
to be fair, there if there is a podcast that has a video component, there are times that I do watch it. Like I have one podcast called The War Report that I watch regularly on YouTube rather than listening to it just audio only. If there's a show that has a video component, a lot of times I do watch the video instead of the audio. I just don't like that it's called
It's called
podcast
podcast,
because
yeah.
that's not what that word means.
Yeah. But I mean, what are they going to call it? Internet talk shows?
Yeah, that's
No,
fine.
that's not as easy. Podcasts.
There needs to be a new word. Podcast is just not it. But
I think we're out of here.
I think we
I
are
broke
out of
some
here.
brains about podcasts. We're out of here.
Peace